Next one, it may surprise you because I was surprised myself also, so why haven't I used them? Welcome back to my channel guys. So today I'm going to share with you my least used bags in the last 12 months. I will share with you the reasons why I haven't been reaching out for these bags, so hopefully this will give you some insights, especially if you have these bags in your wish list. And in the next video, I'm going to share with you instead those bags that I haven't stopped reaching out for. So let's get started with my least used. So if you follow me on Instagram, I don't think you'll be surprised if I tell you this is my least used bag. The first one is this one, which is Speedy 30 in this monogram print version, and mine comes with a strap, so it's a Speedy 30 bandolier. It is in this most beautiful monogram canvas print. See how my vachetta has patina really nicely. This is actually my first Speedy bag that I got from the store years and years ago, and I haven't used this even once in the last year. It is a very useful and functional bag. The reason why I haven't been using it, I think it's because of the monogram print. It is such irony because I got this bag because I wanted a monogram print in my collection, but eventually I think it's just because you're starting to see monogram print everywhere and I get a little bit tired of this print. I wouldn't say I am disliking it, it's just I'm going through phases where I think now these days this print is way too loud for me to carry out, and I think the second reason is probably because of the size. When I go out, I rarely wear big bags anymore, so with this size 30 it is actually quite loud and quite big for my frame. But in saying that though, this is a really good bag for traveling. I remember I carried this to Japan years ago and it is perfect because it comes with a strap, so it is useful that you can carry this bag on your shoulder. And when you don't want to use it while you're traveling, you can actually fold this bag flat and then put it inside your luggage. The only thing you have to be careful though is the vachetta leather. We know that it is very sensitive to water, so you might not want to use it when it's raining. I do have a tiny small water spot on the handle, but apart from that, the color of this vachetta is actually very beautiful. You can tell that my strap is a little bit lighter compared to the leather outside because I store this strap inside the bag, so it has oxidized less compared to the leather outside. I do have a bag organizer in there, that's why this bag looks a bit puffy. If I take this out, this bag is much flatter. I think Speedy is so classic to Louis Vuitton, and I obviously like this style bag enough that I eventually gotten another one in the smaller size, which is a Speedy 25 in the Damier Ebene print. So since I gotten this bag, it is not as loud as the monogram print and it is smaller, so every time when I need a Speedy bag, I tend to reach for this more than my Speedy 30. You see the size difference? And not only that, the Damier Ebene print does not have the vachetta leather, so I don't have to worry about it. Even though it's raining outside, I can still use this bag really. That's why this is one of the bags that I haven't reached for, sadly, in the last 12 months. And my second least used bag is this one. This is my Prada re-edition 2000 crystal bag. This whole bag is full of crystals and the interior is satin and it's also pink. I last used this bag was in 2023 at a Christmas party. That was one of my biggest regrets, to bring this bag to the Christmas party, because I actually stained this bag. You can see the stain still there. I haven't been able to remove the stain from this nylon handle, which upsets me a lot. I've tried blotting it with wet tissues. I also tried dabbing the cloth in soap and tried to remove the stain, but this is as good as it can get. This bag is so me. I remember I had to go on a wait list in order to get this pink version. The most popular one, of course, is the black and white crystal version, and even that, it always sold out online when it first came out. And this pink one, at that time, it was very limited, And I feel like if you were to get a crystal bag from any of the designer house, this will cost a lot. At that time, the pricing of this bag, it was so good. And it's pink and it sparkles, so I feel like I have to have this bag in my collection. So the only reason that I haven't used this is because I know that the stain was there and it really bugs me. It's a little bit of me not wanting to deal with the situation, so that's why I haven't reached out for this bag, because it just upsets me that I stained this bag and I haven't been able to remove the stain. So if you have any remedies or any solution how can I remove the stain here, please let me know so I can make this bag pretty again. I also find this bag is a bit tricky because it's not one of those elegant bags. So if I have an elegant occasion, I wouldn't reach for this bag because I think it still have a little bit of casualness because of the strap. But it is also not a too casual bag because of how sparkly and how bling this is under the sun. In saying that though, this bag do look good when you actually style it with jeans. And I think hobo bag is really in trend right now. So maybe I should try using this bag again and just stop giving myself excuses. But other than that, I would say this is such a beautiful bag and all the crystals are still intact. None of them has fallen off. Love, love, love this bag. Sadly, I haven't used it in the last 12 months. And my third least used bag is actually this Lady Dior in the small size, or the ABC Lady Dior, and the color is blush pink. I tell you, this bag is so pretty. It is iconic of Dior. I used to use this bag so much, especially when I have wedding to go to, or like, you know, a really elegant function to go to, because this bag is so pretty and it goes so well if you wear like a dress outfit. It's so pretty and it's so elegant. This size is really substantial, and this is the only size that comes with the thick strap. And you can also customize your strap by adding different charms to the strap. I'll show you. So mine has my initial there and a strawberry in the middle. I've seen some people have Dior as the letter as well, and it looks so cute. To be honest, whenever I use this bag, I don't normally wear the strap. I normally just carry by the top handle. That's my preferred way of carrying it. This bag is quite spacious and is also very substantial. The biggest pro of this bag is come with 4 feet. When you put it down on the surface, you don't have to worry about the bag touching the surface. Lady Dior is such a pretty bag. So why haven't I reached for this bag? There's only one reason. Because later on, I got another bag, which is her little sister. This is the mini Lady Dior. So if I put it side by side, let me just put this out so you can see it. You can see this is the tiny version of it. As I have said to you before, these days I gravitate towards a smaller bag. So that's why every time when I need a really pretty bag to go for a function or a date or a dinner, I will normally reach out for this one instead of the big sister. The smaller one just easier to handle and it's smaller, so you don't bump into things as much. And this is already big enough to carry my essential when I go out, see? My phone can fit in there easily, plus other essential as well. Another reason is because I just prefer this pink a lot more than this pink. The camera is not showing the true color of this blush pink color, but this is their classic color. They will always have this color in store, whereas this is the limited edition. So once the season's over, they will not have this color anymore. I think this color is called light pink. It's just my preferred color. That is the reason why I've been neglecting this bag, but I still love this bag and I'm so glad I got it before Lady Dior price has gone out the roof these days. So if you ask me, would I get this bag again from the store, I would say I probably wouldn't, because for that price point, I would pay for a Chanel bag instead, knowing that I will use my Chanel bag way more than the Dior bag. If you have this bag in your wish list, I suggest maybe you can look into the pre-loved market, especially for this color. You can easily find it in the pre-loved market. The condition do vary, so just make sure when you find one that you like, just check all the corners, because I find the corners are the places where they get wear the most. Mine is still really pretty and no corner wear. Sadly, that was one of my least used bag from the last 12 months. So this next one, it may surprise you because I was surprised myself also. I'm not talking about one bag specifically, it's more about the style as a category. I'm talking about my classic flap. Does this surprise you? So I actually have 3 classic flaps. I just took 2 of them here to show you. The third one is actually the black color. They are the medium-sized classic flap. This one is my first love. It is lambskin with silver tone hardware, and I got this from Paris. I believe the season is 16S, which is 2016 spring summer collection. You can call this sakura pink. I must say that the lambskin back then is so durable, and even until now you can see they are still so puffy. Again, the camera is actually not showing the true color. It looks more pale on the screen, but in actual, it's more like a really light pink. And this one, it's more recent. It is in caviar leather, in gold tone hardware, and I believe the season that I got this from is from 22B, so very recent. They are actually one of my favorite style from Chanel. Actually, if I have a chance in future, I would like to collect more, especially the small size, because I actually don't have any of them in the small size. 3 of my classic flaps are all in medium size. So why haven't I used them since they are so pretty and so iconic? I think the biggest reason why I haven't used this is because the price has gone up too much that I'm a bit scared to bring it out. I think now a classic flap in Australia costs around 16 to 17,000, which is a exorbitant amount of money. Of course, when I got this, it's nowhere near 16,000. When I got this from Europe, it was only around, I want to say 3 to 4,000 euro. Isn't that crazy in that short amount of time? It's only how many years? 16 to now 2025. It's probably like 8 years. It's gone up so much. So because of that, I'm really scared to take this out now because I don't want to be targeted. This one, the caviar, I have never used it. I believe in the last 12 months, I probably haven't used it yet. But I have used this lambskin one once that I can remember in December. So these days, if I crave for a classic flap style, I will normally reach out for my mini reissue or my mini classic flap. I feel more comfortable wearing those because one, they are smaller, you can hide it a little bit more, and again, like the price of the mini classic flap is not as crazy as this one. And if you ask me which one do I prefer, the caviar or the lambskin, it depends when I'm answering the question. Some days I would prefer the lambskin because the lambskin really look very luxurious compared to the caviar. And the caviar just look a bit more, I don't know, plasticky, but it is more durable. If you don't want to worry about wear and tear, I'll definitely opt in for the caviar. Because with lambskin, you definitely will expect some scratches, especially at the back pocket here. Can you see? It's got some rubbing already. And also underneath here, the flap, where the indentation from the zipper pull is unavoidable. And with caviar, you can definitely hide it a bit more. I don't know about the lambskin from the recent collection because I do feel the older collection, the lambskin is just more luxurious. The last bag that I haven't used for a while is this Saint Laurent Uptown clutch. I'll call this a bag because I use it as a bag. Look, as the name suggests, this is a clutch. I remember I got this a few years ago and the price was so good. I say if I remember correctly, this clutch was actually around $600. It actually fits decent. Let's see if I have a phone. And there's still a lot of space for you to fit other stuff in there. And the closure is magnetic. It looks really pretty. This is my only red bag in my collection. To be honest, I kind of forgotten about this bag. If I haven't gone through my collection to show you my least used bags, I probably would have forgotten about this bag already. Now that I see it, it looks so pretty. I think I should use this for my Valentine's Day. It would go perfect for an outfit like today too. This leather is so good. It's almost like scratch resistant. Actually, I tend to find YSL leather that are very durable. I have another camera bag also in this grainy leather, and I find that bag is also very scratch resistant. So if you ever buy a YSL bag, I suggest you to go for the grain leather style, not the smooth one, because the smooth ones scratch really easily. That was it. That was my last least used bags in the last 4 months. I think I've done quite well given that I have quite a few bags in my collection. I do try to rotate my bags so that I give my even love to all of them, but like, you know, sometimes you just have a preference towards certain bags. So that will be in my next video. I will show you which are my favorite and most used bags for the last 12 months. So stay tuned. And for now, have a good day or have a good evening. Don't forget, if you want to reach me, go to my Instagram and we can be friends. See you later. Bye.